Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. I've been gone for a little while, but I have a juicy PickACard reading that's going to be like your future spouse love notes to you, and it is going to be a little bit about your guys' journey. A little bit about who they are, but it's not going to be so much on like when you'll meet or anything like that, but just a little bit of a general story for you guys. We have 3 piles to pick from, and I do want to say that the video idea came from one of my very lovely subscribers, Anita. Thank you so much for commenting and always giving me the best video ideas. And for everyone else, if you guys want to leave me video idea suggestions, any of that, you guys can always do that in the comments. But you just go ahead and pick your pile. We have pile number 1, which is the agate, and then the labradorite heart for number 2, and rose quartz for number 3. I wonder if you can, there we go. So there's that. Pick your pile now. Pile number 1, if you pick the agate heart or this love note, this reading is for you. So happy you're here. So the reading's kind of going to be, I have some oracle cards that I'll read at the end, but it's kind of going to be how you guys end up kind of getting married type of thing, you know, making it kind of getting committed, that kind of situation. I feel like I'm not going to be making any sense because I'm so rusty. I feel like I haven't done a reading in like forever. So I'm just like, what's my name? But thank you for your patience, and we're going to get through it. But to start off, your person is kind of, they take a while for you guys to like, for them to kind of express how they feel, for them to even really tell you that they want to spend the rest of their life with you. I don't think they were expecting it. But when you guys do get together, it's going to be kind of like this choice that you guys both made for each other, right? It's not like you're forcing them or they're forcing you, or one's being pressured into it, like one has to drop hints that they want to be with the other person. No, you guys are just going to know that this is your person. You guys work well together, and you guys chose each other. But at the beginning, it's going to kind of feel kind of hard to get there. And I think that when you first meet this person and you first start dating them, you're not going to really see marriage with them. You're going to think that they're too goofy, they're too silly, they're not ready to settle down. And maybe they aren't when you guys first meet, but I do think that you guys will eventually get there. It's quite cute. And then with the 9 of Cups, they just feel so much. It's like overwhelming for them. And the Ace of Cups, like they have all this emotion and love pouring out of them, but I think for a little while, they're either going to be in denial about it, or they're not going to let you know. Because they're kind of scared of rejection. They're scared that, the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with doesn't feel the same. They're really, really, really scared of that. And I think they're going to take a little while before they tell you how much they feel for you. And I think it is going to hurt you a little bit, because you're going to in turn feel rejected because of their fear. This is kind of a fear that they have to kind of get over and work on and through with themselves. But yeah, they're going to leave you kind of in the cold, not really telling you what's going on, but really they're just like having this internal dialogue, this internal like thought process and fear and overthinking and just like a mess of emotions and head about you. They're gonna be like, why do I feel so strongly about this person? Like, this isn't normal. We shouldn't be feeling this yet. Like, it's too fast. There's just gonna be a period. It could be like from 1 to 2 weeks to a couple months, not much longer than that, but of like them just not really, like, kind of leaving you in the dark a little bit and have you feeling like, well, this person clearly isn't for me. They're not valuing me. They're not thinking about me. And that time frame varies for everyone, so take that as it resonates. And then we have teaching. So I think that this connection is actually going to teach you like a lot of patience, and like teach you that people grow and learn, and everyone's at a different pace. So like, like when you first discover some music and you share it with your friend, they already knew about it because they discovered it before you, and that's okay. Like, everyone discovers music at different times. Side note, I just got into Mac Miller after his death, which is so unfortunate. But he's like so talented, and his lyrics hurt sometimes. Off topic. Anyways, and duality. I think you guys have this duality to you, that you guys can maybe marry each other at the times, but you guys are definite soulmates, or you guys I think complete each other in the cheesy way of like you hate peas and they love peas, and you love pickles and they hate pickles, so you guys switch. I don't think you would eat pickles and peas together, but like, you know what I mean, like pickles and tomatoes. So you guys kind of complete each other in that way, like, and when one of you guys is feeling down or is stressed out or feels depleted, the other one fills them with love and emotion and happiness when the other one's feeling down. Not that they're your source of happiness, they are a little bit though, like they light up your life. They just have like a really bright, shining personality. They're super fun and whimsical and like silly and goofy, and they just have you laughing all the time. Even when you're mad, they could still bring a laugh out of you. And I think that for some of you guys might be a little more on the serious side, or it takes you guys a little while to open up or like, you know, get over something, but they make you get over it so quick. But just as quick as they made you upset in the first place, but they're quick to put a smile back on your face. Like I said, you guys help each other a lot. When the other one's feeling down, you extend for them. So that's why you guys are such a good match. You guys just pour love and happiness into each other when the other one lacks. And this connection is just very beautiful. I think that at times people look on the outside and they're like, whoa, is that even real? Like relationships could be that great, or marriages can be that great, because this is your future spouse. And that's not to say it starts off perfect, you know. Every couple has its ups and downs and journey, and your guys' isn't too bad, honestly, and it ends up in a really beautiful place. But let's see what they wrote to you. And I channeled these messages after I kind of glanced at the cards. Like, I didn't really go deep into the reading, but I just glanced at the cards, and then I meditated to get this message, to channel this message for you guys. I feel so awkward when I like reading this, because it's like not me, you know what I mean? Like, it's your future spouse's energy, not mine, so I feel kind of shy. But I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it for you guys. Babe. And they say it more like babe. They're kind of annoying that way. I miss you even when you're 2 feet away. I need you by my side at all times. I'm sorry I have a hard time verbalizing how much I love you and need you, but I think you know. I try so hard to let you know in other ways. It's me and you against the world, baby. And then heart, love you, come back to bed. Yes, it's just short and sweet, but this person has a different love language than you, and I think that's why at the beginning it's kind of tough. They have a hard time telling you like how much you mean to them, even though you mean so much to them. So they could, you know, do acts of service for you, or I think that's mostly it. Acts of service and like just taking care of you is how they let you know. And also in the bedroom. So if you guys like this reading, I would recommend you guys subscribe if you haven't already, because the next video is going to be kind of spicy in that regards, and we're going to get into sex life with your future spouse. Pile number 1, I hope that resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you on the next video. Geez, your pile is awesome. So I have some oracle cards that I will read at the end. Poor pile number 1, you guys are lucky. Had to have the reading while I'm feeling all rusty, since I haven't done a reading in a while, actually. But if you're pile number 2 and you pick the labradorite, this reading is for you. It's pretty juicy, spicy. Not spicy, but it's a good reading. So your spouse. This relationship, this connection ends up being such an important milestone. I don't even know if I should call it a milestone. It's such an important, when you meet this person, when you guys get together throughout your relationship connection, you go through an immense change. You go through an immense journey of like self-love, self-discovery, how to love yourself, how to please yourself, how to care for yourself. I don't know what circumstances led you to not having those tools, not having that. But this relationship is long. And you guys could be together for a really long time too before you guys decide to get married. And you know, partly it's this person that helps you grow and like discover all these things about yourself, but it's also you putting in the work and you being who you are. Like, they help you, but it's also a self journey that, you know, that you really work hard at and you put effort into, even though you don't realize it. But they're gonna kind of help you. I think it's gonna start slowly with like helping them realize that you're beautiful, that you are attractive, that they find you attractive. I think that you could sometimes struggle with self-image issues or maybe even self-esteem, and you know, without them being the source of your self-esteem, they help you like realize that you are beautiful for whatever you have hang-ups about something, whatever they are, your insecurities. They're, you know, it's okay to acknowledge them, but they're not who you are, and no one sees your insecurities as deeply as you do. And the people who do have issues within themselves, and they just need to find issues within others. But your person's pretty awesome. They kind of guide you and lead you without really trying. They're not condescending. They're not like forcing ideas upon you. I think you just pick them up along the way, and your connection is so victorious because of it. I think that if you've had past relationships that haven't worked, or you haven't been able to put yourself out there, it's because of this lack of confidence, self-confidence, and they kind of validate you, and they see your struggle and they don't shy away from it, or they see your flaws and they don't shy away from your flaws. It could be something simple as you have a belly, or you have like a bad personality trait that you deem as super bad and no one could love you for. They're like, hey, listen, chill out. I suck in many ways too, you know? And you have like such a high regard for this person that you're like, if they can see me that way, then I should be able to, and I will. And so you do. But like I said, it's through like a long time. It's such a long process. From the start to when you start feeling really, really like in your own skin, in your own power. And it's through a lot of persistence and perseverance, and through so much freaking work. Oh my God. And a lot of like progression and also regression. You know, it goes up and down. Success is not like a straight line. There's like failure, success. So, but they water you, they tend to you, they show you how to also do that for yourself, though, because I don't see you being just completely dependent on their like compliments, because that's not a sustainable way to love yourself. But I think you do learn through habits, and it could be through yoga. Like, I guess if we put it more into earthly terms, it could be through you just eating better, eating to nourish yourself and not to comfort yourself, or realizing that food is good for you and it's not an enemy, you know. It's through maybe just going on walks when the weather's nice with your pup or your partner. Maybe you guys like to do a little bit of trail walking or hiking, something that gets your body moving, that lets you appreciate nature as well. And you turn into this person who is like, it's so beautiful because it's more about you than it is about your person. It's like you transform. Like I keep saying, you transform and you grow, and where you were once shy, you're not afraid to go up to people. You're not afraid to make new friends. You're not scared that they're gonna reject you. And if you know you don't care anymore, you're like, this is who I am, take me as I am. I'm sick as fuck, I'm attractive, and like either get with me or bye. But like I said, changes. And ancient wisdom, you gain the ancient wisdom, the wisdom that has been around forever. that you are beautiful, that you are unique, that you are an individual who has so much to offer to someone, so much love to give, so much nurturing to do. I think you also, some of you guys could do the same thing for your partner. Like, they don't see how attractive and like coveted they are by other people. They just think that, oh, like, no, who would ever want me? But in reality, they're super attractive too. So you kind of see that and you're like, whoa, if someone that attractive has these self-esteem issues or these like perceived insecurities, then I'm tripping, you know, like, then it kind of just puts things into perspective for you. And they do like to give you a lot. I think they like to dress you. It could be in the bedroom or out. They like to kind of like, and this is without being like, wear what I want, but they kind of like give you suggestions or buy you gifts of like a dress that they like, or like lingerie or shoes, you know, just because they like it. They just want to see you wear it. And it's not like that you have to, but it's like a cute thing that you guys, that you do for your person. You let them dress you. And if you're male, you could just like, they could like you in button-down shirts, so they get you button-down shirts and you're into it too. And this is mutual. They feel so incredibly blessed to be with you. They kind of sometimes are like, wow, how did I get this person? But you feel the same exact way. And so you just don't get it. You're like, how could they think that they struck the lottery and they won the lottery with me when I clearly did? Right? That's the kind of connection that you guys have. And there's a lot of desire and a lot of warmth and a lot of like, your sex life doesn't fade out with time, you know, it just gets better and perhaps kinkier. But there's like a lot of comfort that they bring you without them even meaning to be that way. Like, they're just naturally comforting to you, and they listen to you, and they just validate the shit out of you. Because I think that in the past someone might have like made you feel like crap. So I'm sorry, and I feel so awkward when I read these. I told pile number 1 because it's not coming from me, it's like coming through me, it's channeled through me. I meditate and I kind of glance at the cards a little bit before I do these, and it's just like not me, so I feel kind of like heated, like red in the face, because I'm reading someone's personal note. But it says, I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner, but it doesn't matter that I almost dropped the ball, because now you're mine. I love you. I can't wait to start trying for babies. You're gonna be an amazing parent. Love you, sexy. So even like, they just love to compliment you. Well, I did forgot to mention, because I got so stuck on your transformation, and the note reminded me that for some of you guys at the beginning, you guys could just be friends, or like friends with benefits. It's like something that is not really a title or like commitment right away, but it's just because they're like they're just in la la land at the beginning. Like, they're not like they're looking for a significant other, but they're not looking for marriage. So when it happens, they're like kind of in la la land about it. Like, they don't feel like marriage means a lot. Like, they feel like committing to someone means a lot, but the paper, the legal aspect of it, they're like, they don't really feel like that's entirely like necessary to prove that you love someone. So they kind of have a hard time with making the transition to, you know what, maybe we should get formally and married, and you guys have like some type of get together with friends and families. But that's what they were referring to when they're like, I'm sorry. It's just that they're sorry, they're boneheaded, and we're like, we don't need to get married, like, I love you. That's kind of how that goes. Pile number 2, I hope this resonated with you. I'm so glad you joined me today. I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, and I did want to say that if you guys want to subscribe, next video should be quite juicier than this one. If you get my gist, I'm going to give it a 18 plus rating only. I'll see you guys later. High pile number 3, if you pick the 3 or the rose quartz, this reading is for you. Gosh, where do I start? Someone's annoying, or you guys as a couple are annoying. And you guys are quite complicated. And also, you guys got like an extra card for almost every single deck that I used. I'm going to do oracle cards at the end. But you guys got 2 here when everybody else got 1. You guys got 6 when everybody else got 5. And then you guys got 3 when everybody else got 2 in the oracle cards. I'll read the oracles at the end and then the love note all the way at the end. But we're gonna get into it. So I think this person, your person, when you guys first meet or currently or even in the relationship, there's a lot of internal battle within them. I think they had a pretty rough childhood. They didn't have the most nurturing or loving home life, or things were just tough for them when they were in their childhood, and they had a lot or have a lot of growing to do before they could get to where you guys need to get, or they need to get before you meet them. I think this person, so take it as it resonates. This could be someone you know, could be an ex for some of you guys, I'm getting. But if you're like, fuck no exes for me, thank you very much, then this person goes through all of this and then they're ready. They do end up like in such a beautiful energy once they kind of work through all their trauma, honestly. But when it comes to you, you kind of make them feel like home. You kind of help them heal themselves in for some of you guys, your cases, because you guys are just so nurturing and loving, and you kind of teach them what love is, I think, for a lot of you guys. And it's not easy for most of you guys, but you teach them a lot of love. And their transformation is quite slow. Like maybe you guys aren't together right away, you know, before they bring their offer of like a date or a relationship or the ring. But it takes them a while to kind of get there and be ready for the kind of commitment that a marriage takes. And they kind of sometimes can hide how much they feel for you, how close they feel to you, how much you've helped them. I think it takes a lot for them to tell you, like, I low-key need you. Like, I need you. And I think they're kind of scared of needing people because of their past. So the fact that they need you, like, they just want to hold on so insanely tight. Like, they just want to, they're like a child that like sees the cutest, you know, kitten, and they hug too hard that they sometimes can hurt the kitten. I think that this is the case of this person, and I don't think it should be too bad. But if you know what I'm talking about, or if you end up remembering this when you meet your person, don't self-sacrifice your well-being, your mental health for this person or for anyone. You know, if like, you come first, and I hope you know that you matter. And just to be careful not to get swallowed up into someone else's like orbit and someone else's trauma and someone else's journey in that way, you know. Although sometimes journeys are intertwined, it's like, so sometimes you can't help it. It's just so frustrating that like perfect. Like, you guys might go through some really, 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 really hard times. And I don't think you're one for second chances, but something happens and you guys do end up having a second chance, like a real second chance. And that second chance is like, it's amazing. Like, you're so glad you gave this person a second chance, even though you were like completely like done with them at one point. And then we're right here at the Emperor. Sorry, this pile just gave me like the vibes are kind of, they're not low, but they vibe at it like a chill. I think that it takes a lot for them to get really riled up and really excited and bouncy and jumpy. I think their personality is like just, they're cool, they're chill. And sometimes they don't say too much. They're not like overly extroverted or overly, not extroverted, I don't want to say that. They're not overly talkative. They don't just like, they don't come through the door bursting with like a bunch of 20 million stories about their day like some people do. They're more chill. They listen. They let you bring up the conversation topics. Like, they're really, really chill. But you know where they're not chill? They're not chill in the bedroom. I think that that's where they're, like, they're not submissive, but they're kind of just like laid back. But during sex, they're not laid back. They're what you would call a top. But they just come into their power and they command people, and where they were once shy and they would fumble and they didn't have confidence because of their childhood, they transform and become like who they're meant to be. They start like guiding you, like they're done letting you, like, you know, text them or call them or be the one to be like, hey, we should go on a date. They're now like on it. You kind of like unfreeze their heart a little bit too. Like, you grab their heart, their frozen little heart, and you just warm it up. You blow hot air on it. You like rub it together. Like, you just breathe life into them. And I think they end up really, 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 really grateful to you. But this energy is heavy. This is not for the faint of heart. So if you're not about this, don't stick around. If you're not about that heavy Scorpio, this has heavy, heavy, heavy vibes. Yeah, and then we have movement into balance. So that's how it starts off, but you guys kind of get into balance where they start pulling their weight in the connection and the relationship in their own life, and they take control of themselves. And you guys have new beginnings. Like I said, this feels like past energy. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you know this kind of will play out for you guys, where you kind of help them a lot, and you finally get where you guys need to be and become a tribe. They're your soul family. This person is meant to be in your life. They're meant to be part of your family. They're just this life cycle, this reincarnation for you guys. Like, it was set. You guys are soulmates. You guys traveled together. You guys literally traveled across the fucking galaxy from your last life to be together. And they're just like, they learn so much from you. But they come from a quite sad, heavy energy. And they lean on you for so much. God, you are so strong because you really, really helped this person through it. Let's read your love now. And I always get kind of shy with these because these are not from me. They're like told, they came through me. So I did channel these for you guys. So, I love you. I'm so glad we have come this far. I wouldn't trade us for anything in the world. What would I do without you? I sometimes can't read my own handwriting. You have helped me grow, helped me see the life, the family that I've always wanted was in my control. I'm sorry I was such an idiot. I'm so happy you gave me a second chance. So yeah, like I was saying, you give them a family. I think you guys do end up having kids. And if that's not in the cards for some of you guys, maybe you guys foster, maybe you guys adopt, maybe you guys have dogs. But you guys make it a family, a home. And it's like, it was so hard for you guys to get there. Like so painful. But I think in the end it was worth it. And the love you guys have for each other literally transcends. And they feel so indebted to you, and you don't even take advantage of that. The fact that you help them out so much, you never bring it up, you never throw it in their face. Like, you're a dope person. Pile number 3, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, let me know. Stick around because the next video should be juicier and a little bit lighter than this I didn't expect this to get heavy. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next video.